directed towards the net.
Hughes sifts his way back in. Drop pass, a good one. Gaudette shoots, and it was off a stick and wide of the goal. Here's Pearson to the line. Hughes scores! First career NHL goal. Quinn Hughes makes it 1-0. Steers the puck to the corner. Pettersson checks Pietrangelo. And the battle for the puck along the near side boards. Puck sent back to Hughes. Let's go the long shot. Scores! Corvette onto the right wing. Besser banks one back to Quinn Hughes. Miller, top of the circle. Back to Hughes. One-timer. Scores! A power play goal for the rookie, and the Canucks lead by 1. Cole Horvat leaves for Elias Pettersson. Pass across to Quinn Hughes. A minute to go on the power play. Hughes, Pettersson, back to Hughes. Miller on the other side. Back to Hughes. One-timer. Scores! Beautiful puck movement, and the rookie gets the Canucks back within 1.
Hughes with the outlets. To Roussel, dropped it back to Hughes. Up into the middle there for Gaudette. Rolls away from him. Roussel gets out of that. Puts it back near side. Besser lets it roll back to the point. Hughes scores! Quinn Hughes with a seeing eye shot.
Canucks working for the puck deep in the San Jose zone. Roussel gets it to the blue line. Here's Tanev, long shot. Trying to tip it was Besser, but he wound up blocking it. Now Quinn Hughes turning to the line. Long slap shot. Scores! Roussel was there. Not sure if he got a piece of it. I think it's Quinn Hughes' goal from the blast from the point, and the Canucks have tied the game in 1. Quinn Hughes wrists the puck in from center. Govillier tried to reverse it. It's Besser feeding back to Tanev and across to Hughes. Wrist one in front, tipped in by Besser.
It's in.
It went in the net.
It is in. There's no doubt about that. That's in.
Brock Besser able to redirect that one through the pads of Thomas Greiss. Ahead to Elias Pettersson, working on Leddy. Hughes takes his pass. Quinn Hughes still with the puck, turning the corner. Tries a wrist shot, he scores! Quinn Hughes with his second of the afternoon. Just startled Thomas Greiss. And 42 seconds into overtime, the rookie wins it. Canucks take it 4-3.
In over the line, JT Miller kicks it back, and Quinn Hughes. Pettersson. Miller, Besser parked on the doorstep. Hughes the shot, scores! Quinn Hughes with the blast. And the Canucks draw even. Over the last few games. Quinn Hughes is in. Miller on the move. Crisscrossing there, and now up top, back to Hughes. He'll let it fly. Scores! Quinn Hughes past the glove of Leonard, and it's 3-0.
Hughes puck, then lost it in his feet. Able to regather it, but his pass for Hughes comes outside the line. Quinn Hughes, bodied by Stützle, following up is Pearson to Horvat, hit both posts and jammed in by Hughes. Horvat denied his 6th by both goalposts, but Quinn Hughes there for the
rebound for Besser, and he shot that puck just wide of the net. And the Canucks continue to get chances, up to 26 shots now, back to 5-on-5. Turnover, Hughes shoots, scores! Finally, they break through, and Quinn Hughes has his second.
With a wrist shot, a blocker saved by David Riddick for 10. Trying to bring the puck in front. Matthews came back to check in. Now Miller digs it free. Feeds back. Room for Hughes. Quinn Hughes, wrist shot, scores! First goal in 21 games for Quinn Hughes, and the Canucks have the lead.
So Demko had to head out of his net. JT Miller Through the neutral zone, carries the puck in. Höglander there. Höglander finds Hughes. Quick shot and they score! Somehow that went in, and we have a tie game. 2-2, thanks to Quinn Hughes.
Sends it around. Chiasson able to cut it off. Here's Juho Lammikko along the end boards for Matthew Highmore. Gets the puck to the right point. Shen. Left point pass. Hughes. Wrist shot. Score! Might have hit the post and then caromed in off somebody in front. I'm not sure, but Quinn Hughes has tied the game at 1. Sharks after the puck, but Hughes breaks it up and brings it out to center. Quinn Hughes stick handles his way in. Puck knocked off his stick, but comes right back to him. Throws one towards the goal. That bounced in! I don't know if Highmore got a piece of it, but it bounced off the ice and up under the bar. And the Canucks with another one lead 2-0.
Welcome back, Quinn Hughes.
Raquel plays it away from Highmore. Drysdale to the line, kept in by Hughes. Gets a return pass from Monk. Quinn Hughes moves to the middle, long shot, he scores! Not sure John Gibson saw that one. Picked up by Miller. Back to Hughes. Looking for a shooting lane. Turn to the left point. Lots of traffic in front. Passes off to Miller. Back to Hughes. Lets one go. Scores! Pedersen and Pearson were screening in front. Quinn Hughes with the shot, and the Canucks are within 1. Making moves at the blue line. Hughes takes a look. Passes to Garland. Corvette gives Garland a little room. He cuts in with a shot. Stop. Rebound. Hughes back into his scores. They don't like the way regulation ended. But they're back to all smiles now.
Connor Garland from the red line. Rasmus Anderson to make a quick move, and pouncing on it is JT Miller. Podkolson to Hughes, shoots, scores! Quinn Hughes going top shelf to cut the lead in half, and the Canucks are on the board.
Right wing for Larson. Down to Wendell. For Alexiak, right circle. Pass through the slot comes to Garland. Here come the Canucks 2-on-1. Garland down the right wing. Delays to Hughes. He scores! Third point of the night for Quinn Hughes. His 66th of the year. Hughes makes a nice move. Puts one in front, and that went off Besser, and I think it just grazed the outside of the post on the glove side. Now Hughes cuts in front again, doing laps in the San Jose zone. Quinn Hughes shoots, he scores! His first of the year! And that goal was all Quinn Hughes. Canucks up 4-1.
Besser now goals in 2 of the last 3. Had the game winner against Colorado.
Here's a shot from the line, and it's in! I think it came off the post, hit the goaltender and went in. It might be Quinn Hughes' goal from the left point. And there's going to be a goalie change for Pittsburgh as the Canucks jump out to a 3-0 lead. But it was off the mark, and Killorn backhands the puck ahead. Leaping up to get it was Tyler Myers. Kuzmenko onto the right wing for Pedersen. Feeds back, Hughes shoots, he scores!
Wow.
Quinn Hughes with a rising wrister off the setup from Pedersen, and the Canucks have their 3rd goal.
Anthony Cirelli is the guy who goes out to block this one.
Pedersen picks up the loose puck. Just over a minute to go on the power plays. He drops off to Bo Horvat. Horvat to Miller. Leaves for Hughes. Did well to keep that in. Now he sifts his way towards the goal. Gets in on net. He scores! At long last, the first power play goal of the year for Quinn Hughes. And the Canucks have made it a 4-2 game. Bo Horvat through center. Hooks the puck to JT Miller. 2 Blue Jackets on him, but he's able to make the play to Hughes. Moves to the middle. Hughes to Miller. Back to Hughes. Lets it go. Scores! Quinn Hughes able to beat Korpisalo from long range, and the Canucks have a 2-1 lead. Here's Kyrou in again. Drop pass for Thomas. That didn't work, and back comes Hughes for Vancouver. Through center. Onto the right wing, JT Miller. Cuts to the middle. Miller, Besser shoots, one-timer stop, and Hughes scores on the rebound. Quinn Hughes had a wide open net after the Besser one-timer was stopped. And his 70th point of the season comes on a goal in St. Louis against the Blues. Face-off. Miller ties up the stick. Canucks had the puck for a moment. Now Besser gets it back to Hughes. He shoots, he scores! I think Joshua might have tipped it. Kuzmenko was in front as well. And this could be Dakota Joshua, the ex-St. Louis Blue, getting the goal. Hughes back to Elias Pettersson. Hughes again. And they'll switch places. Fires down to Miller. JT Miller moves towards the middle. Hughes takes the pass. Long shot. Scores! Pettersson was in front. Bobrovsky's arguing that maybe he was interfered with, as Pettersson was right on the doorstep with Hughes rifling it home to make it 1-0 on the power play. 5 fresh skaters out there as Höglander tried to bank that one, and I think then it went off his skate and off the side of the goal. Puck sent around. Hronek over to keep it in. Here's Hronek to Hughes. All the Blues over a minute and a half as Hughes scores. You just felt like eventually the dam was going to break, and Quinn Hughes scores the opening goal.
Vancouver as an 18-year-old emergency call-up
For the Kings, right?
Yes.
I remember that night. Here's Hughes, backs one in. Making 4 goals in his last 2 games against St. Louis. Hughes working off the left point, cuts wide, takes the puck to the corner. Quinn Hughes back to Lafferty, into the middle. Philip Hronek still looking for his first goal as a Canuck. Hughes moves to the middle with a wrist shot, scores! Off the glove of Kakkonen and into the net. And the Canucks have another one. Hughes another point. And the Canucks are up 3-0 as Quinn Hughes has a goal and 2 assists. Flips it forward over the head of Hronek. He's able to take a pass from Hughes, now send one forward. Here's Kuzmenko, and Andrei Kuzmenko turning with the puck. Drops off, Hughes in front, tipped in with Cam. You think it's an own goal? Hughes will get credit. On the face-offs for Miller, who came in second in face-offs taken in the league, but he'll be back up to number 1. He's taken 26 now. Here's a lead pass. Quinn Hughes to win the game. Scores! Second time in his career he's beaten the Islanders in overtime.
There's some sort of edict that's been sent down without the players knowing that if they encroach on the face-off any little bit, they'll be thrown out.
Hughes with a shot, scores! Quinn Hughes blasts it home, it's 2-2. Mobilier again, Höglander. He cuts to the middle, Höglander shoots, blocked. Now he gets it back to Hughes. Lots of traffic in front as Quinn Hughes cuts across the high slot. Now goes wide on Zetterlund. Hughes shoots, he scores! Posting in, and he ties his career high with his 8th of the season. Canucks open the scoring.
Goalless drought, showing option, stick handling still there. Centering pass in front. Kuzmenko has it once again. To the point, Hronek. Over to Besser, moving up is Quinn Hughes. He shoots and scores! A quick strike from the Vancouver Canucks has the Canucks up by 1.
Well, it's going to be a holiday to remember for Canucks fans. Who would have thunk it at the start of the year? As Quinn Hughes takes a look at the empty net, he scores! Quinn Hughes. Islanders thought it went out, I think. That deflected shot stopped by Sorokin. Looked like the Islanders stopped playing for a minute. Like they thought the puck had come outside the line. Maybe it did. But play's continuing. Here's Hughes cutting in front. He shoots. He scores! Quinn Hughes makes it 2-0 with a minute 18 to go in the first period.
That is quintessential Hughes.
Gets away from Crevier. Now trying to get away from Isaac Phillips. Fans are oozing a bit. Phillips gave Kuzmenko a little shot there. Here's Hughes attacking from the side. He shoots, he scores! Every time he tallies, it's a new career high. Dishes off. Hughes has another chance. Wrist shot, stop, rebound, clear to the side. Hronek tips the puck for Besser. Now here's Pettersson. Back to Hughes, takes a look, he scores! Posting in for Quinn Hughes. The Mantha penalty had just expired, I believe. So it'll be back to even strength play here. He stops that one as well, and the Canucks can't get to the loose puck. They're coming close. Under 10 seconds to go in the power play.
Get another player there. They got two. Work a third.
Hughes scores! Pettersson was in front, creating a disturbance. And just as the penalty came to an end, Hughes puts it home, and it's 5-2. Potentially go a long way for the Canucks, and Suter thought he might have had one there. Now here's Podkolzin in again. Hughes takes his pass, works his way to the top of the circle. Now works his way back to the blue line. Quinn Hughes, wrist shot, scores! Bluger was in front, and Hughes just flung it on goal. If it wasn't tipped, it's his second of the game, 15th of the year, and the Canucks are within 2. Van Ingram, that was a good one. Now Pettersson, back to Hughes. Had to settle that puck. Pettersson takes his pass on the left side across from Miller. Did well to handle that one. That was a bit of a rocket. Now Hughes, long shot, scores! Garland was in front screening. I think it's Hughes' goal, though, his third in 2 games, and Quinn Hughes. Right wing hash marks, moves into the circle, dishes down for Miller. He gets the puck in the corner, in front. Garland took it off his stick. Now he turns and shovels the puck to Miller. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Besser, Hughes, one-timer, scores! Quinn Hughes on the power play. The Canucks are 2 for 2, and the game is tied at 2.
Bobrovsky is there, and if you're asking, has DeBrusk ever scored on his birthday? He has, twice against Florida.
Here's Hughes, scores! Quinn Hughes with a rocket off the left wing. His first shot was blocked. His second bid found the net. And the Canucks have their second lead of the game, 6.5 into the second. To Hughes. Nearing the 8-minute mark, third period. There's a great pass, Hronek to Miller. JT Miller in on the left wing. Drops, Brock Besser looking towards the goal. Feeds back, Hughes with a blast, he scores! Stay where you are. Canucks are within 1 for JT Miller. He's checked by Edmondson on the near side. Poking the puck as DeBrusk comes to Hughes. Sprong has come onto the ice to join the Canuck quartet as they score. Hughes threw it on goal. And the Canucks have a 3-1 lead with Miller providing a distraction in front. Quinn Hughes has another one. He ripped it wide on the stick side. Kiefer Sherwood with his first bump of the night, league leader in hits, digs for the puck on the far side. Pettersson gets it back to Hronek. Hughes with room on the near side, cuts in the middle, backhander, scores! 34 seconds in, Quinn Hughes has the Canucks on the board. Cross, Raquel, Crosby, Rust, and that's broken up by Pettersson. Back comes Quinn Hughes. Into the Pittsburgh zone. Hughes drags left. Nice move. Shoots. He scores. 40 seconds into the third. A solo dash by Quinn Hughes. And it's 5-3. One of the nicer goals you're going to see in this hockey game. Shoots. Fought off by Gustafsson. Off the left shoulder of it. Here's Pettersson again. Canucks looking sharp on the power play. Still a minute, 5 seconds to go in the man advantage. Hughes with a shot. Tipped in. Brock Besser, I think, on the power play redirect, and the Canucks open the scoring here in Minnesota. Here it's scoreless. Canucks and the Lightning. Quinn Hughes brings the puck to the corner, now reverses course. Hughes backhanded, scores! As casually as he was flipping a match away. His appearance, first one of the year in Vegas on Thursday. He's in on the forecheck.
Wow, did he flatten Shabbat on the forecheck.
Garland gets the puck from Miller, back to Quinn Hughes, long shot, scores! Maryland never saw it as it came through traffic.
Now they're in. Suter dropping it off. Hughes sends it across. Connor Garland. Quinn Hughes will fire that. It's in! Deflection in front. And the Canucks make it 2-0.
We'll talk about a patient 6-on-5.
Hronek with room. Phil Hronek shoots. He missed the net. Tried to go high on the stick side on Kemper. Hughes at the blue line. Turns to get away from Fogle. Wrist shot. Scores! They've got something to show for it now. Goal number 10 for the captain. And did not register a shot on goal. That's a center point. They control off the draw. Quinn Hughes puts one in front. Tipped in. I don't know if it hit Garland or Ekholm, but it took just 6 seconds on the power play. And Miller skates to the puck at the right point. Nugent Hopkins interfered with a bit. Pass comes back to Hughes. Quinn Hughes centers, and both Garland and Besser missed the pass. Here's Hughes again, shooting, scores! Second power play goal for the Canucks. They're 2 for 2. They lead 3-0. Elias Pettersson into forecheck. Nils Höglander gets the puck behind the net. Höglander didn't play in the game in Edmonton. He was a healthy scratch. Gets it back to Hughes at the left point. Cuts to the high slot. He's on the backhand. He shoots. He scores! Quinn Hughes with a backhander past Charlie Lindgren to open the scoring for Vancouver. Leaves for Quinn Hughes. Hughes drops for Hronek. Down to Besser. Brock Besser goes round behind the net. Dumps one to the blue line to Hughes. Hughes moves to the middle. Long wrist shot. Scores! He's got another. Quinn Hughes with his second of the game, and the Canucks double their lead. Frenetic, scoreless, first period. One whistle in the last 12 minutes. Canucks have the puck in the Chicago zone. Hughes with room. Quinn Hughes shoots. He scores! Hughes with 2:14 to go in the first makes it 1-0 Vancouver. Here's DeBruskin. Wrist shot blocked. Pettersson gets the loose puck. Canucks set up. Minute 30 to go on the power play. Pettersson on the left wing, back to Hughes. Tries a wrist shot, tipped in! I don't know how that got into the goal, but I think they're going to give it to Hughes. And the Canucks on the power play open the scoring. And he'll just stick handle in his own zone. 40 seconds left. Quinn Hughes, there goes to Smith to the bench. Hughes to the empty net, scores! Quinn Hughes has his first of the year from inside his own blue line as he looked and saw DeSmith making a beeline for the bench, and he put it in the empty net to make it 5-3 Canucks. Belong to Blake Coleman.
Yeah, he's got one earlier in the season against the Rangers.
His 8th goal of the year. Here's Hughes in, stopped by Wolf. He scores on his own rebound. A muted celebration from the Canuck captain. You can understand why, but he's got his team back within 3 with a power play goal.
Down but not out.
On behalf of my teammates and the organization, I just want to thank the fans for an incredible year, and it's an honor to be a Canuck. So, hopefully we can come out strong for you guys next year, but it's a treat playing for you guys, and we're looking forward to it. So, thank you.